Welcome back to the finale of Let's Play Crash Bandicoot here on the Heavy PSX channel. Today we're entering the Great Hall. Yeah, this is the final level of the game because, well, that was fast. There are two ways you can actually just, exit. Just head to the map here, but we got one final scenario to face. And that, folks, is of course Dr. Neo Cortex. At last we face the big bad guy. With the really crappy voice acting that doesn't... So, apparently Cortex... Wow, holy shit, that escalated quickly. Cortex's lab's on fire. Your job, Crash, is to avoid the red laser shots and the blue shots that go sort of side to side. Your job, avoid those and hit the green energy. Actually, if you hit two green, you'll guarantee a hit on Cortex here. So, yeah, this is actually turning into the final boss battle. And despite the fact that it's been one heck of a trip, so, of course, these energy waves have the ability to go up and down. Avoid that, continue to beat up on Cortex here. Hopefully this should just keep avoiding those, wait for the green shots to fire, then collectively hit him, so now he has 2 bits of health remaining. Cortex will now go nuts with his gun, so keep remembering to hit the green ones, hit the green energy, and then you go, and now he's almost dead. One more hit, and he's dead! That's the end of Cortex! Falls to his death, and that's the end of the game. Well, holy shit, that is the end of the game, and yay! Torna is reunited, even though she's bigger than him. And they're on a blimp, observing a burning building. Yeah, despite all that awesome action, hard platforming, the ending kinda sucks. Well, that's the end of Crash Bandicoot, folks. And the blimp goes off into the distance, the Crash Bandicoot will return. And that's the end of the game. Well, that was actually kind of quick, to be honest. Disappointed with how the final boss ended up, but hey, I'm not one to complain about a game that's unique. Although it's not the best platformer I've seen. I just never played Crash before, and yeah, that's just essentially it. That is actually the end of the game. I'm just surprised I actually got so far. Right. Before we conclude this LP, there's actually a reason why you need to collect 100%. Even though you may have collected the crystals, there's 2 endings. The ending you just saw there was the official ending, so it shows that Sony Entertainment, so the SCEE, which probably made this game, actually, to be honest, released the States. So testers were at Liverpool, so yeah, so that's the end of that. At least Sony knew how to test their games, which is kind of cool, and it kind of accelerated the game beyond that. So that's really it. So all I could just say. Well, yeah, essentially. Okay, there's all the people that you gotta be thankful, including Silicon Graphics, in memory of Time and Kim. Created in 1996, which makes this game 17 years old. Jesus, that's ancient. Right, we're just going to go back to the beginning of the screen real quickly. So, there you go. Let's load the game up again. Last time you get to see the cutscene here for old Crushy Boy. Reading the memory card, 100% complete. We're going back to where we were because we are going to be going back to the Great Hall because we got a secret ending to find. This is only achievable when you get 100% of the 100% of the game completed. It's also what we call the joke ending of this game. So let's just grab the crystal. It's all the crystals that we collected in this game. So essentially, it just gives you a platform, and in the distance is basically paradise. Well, nearly paradise. That is a picture of Torna. Interesting choice there. So, see, all the crystals you collected, minus the colored ones, give you this awesome bricky platform as you ride towards the end to a curtain. And there it is, and there she is, riding on a bird, which means the game is... And you can just basically skip the final boss battle. You just ride off into the distance, and Cortex is like, oh, where's that confounded Bandicoot? Damn it! He's run off with the girl! Blast that Bandicoot! I will find him! Yeah, and this is the joke ending. This is where all the freaking characters end up after you beat them. So Papa ended up becoming a resource developer, ended up opening a big tall shop on the island. The ruins of Castle Cortex. Well, he made a lot of money. In 10 years, Dr. Rue ended up writing a book called The Eye of the Vortex, a study of revolution. Interesting. Next up, Koala.com became a freaking ended up becoming an actor. Currently working with a speech therapist to improve his diction. Although, to be honest, I think he needs to kind of improve his rediction, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's the joke ending outside. And that's, of course, Pinstripe now moves to Chicago, so he now runs a sanitation company. He is saving money for his gubernatorial campaign. I think he's trying to clean the city up for some reason. Pretty much, Nitrous Brio discovers his first love, tending bar. In other words, I'll have a martini, please, bitch. That's the end of that. And of course, the last bit is the world will pretty much see the last of Cortex here, since Crash foils his plans. But evil geniuses are harder to squash than cockroaches, says the sequel. And now Crash and Torna ride off into the distance with the joke ending. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Crash Bandicoot for the PlayStation. The first LP for the PlayStation. And as I mentioned before, it's a mixed feeling. Whilst the platforming was good, it got repetitive towards the end. Harder jumps, but the backtracking kind of killed it. The bosses were right. Freaking Cortex was a joke. As you kind of saw, I didn't even take damage. It took 2 minutes to beat him. And that's really it, there's all I have to say. So, if you want to know what I'm going to be doing next, well, I'm probably going to be opening that up to suggestions to you, because I'll be making a poll out of the 5 best choices that each of you will be deciding. I'll be throwing my own suggestion in there, which I want to do, and I'm going to let you people, and I'm going to open the polls. And I'm going to make a video in the future opening a poll to the future, so I'll be letting you guys know. You can choose 4 games. I'll pick one of my own. We'll add that to the 5 piles. We'll do a maximum of 30 comments. The one with the most wins. You know the whole drill. So yeah. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to Crash Bandicoot for the PlayStation's Let's Play. Well, I would say I will see you again in the near future. Bye for now, but we don't know. Keep an eye out for a video sometime later on this month, and that'll be all. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all in the near future. Bye for now.